football knows when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Panthers and the Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Panthers head coach told me pregame, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Panthers will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside, it's Collins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And they're able to make the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Looking for a big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. On the run, it's Hayden. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws into the middle of the field. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Hayden. There's some room. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slings it downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
And well, the hard part is, once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play.
Makes a grab and room to run. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Ready, go! Off the play fake. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready. Flag 18, flag 18.
He wants to change this route.
Ready, go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And wings it incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute.
There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success.
Intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Collins. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Booster, booster!
The offense changing the play.
Go, go!
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Hayden. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And right down the middle. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Van Buren. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up a couple of yards short. First down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this 1st down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the 1st half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. I mean, that's going to be a safety. What in the world was he doing?
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but can tell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Shakes off the defender. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Panthers moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
To the air, it's Nolan. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Makes the grab. It's Hayden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. The play action fake. Caught.
Well, they've been able to stay on the field a long time on this drive, and in order to do that, you got to be really good on 3rd down. And that was a tricky one there. The defense trying to give them a bit of a different look, but it never fazed the quarterback, and it never fazed this offense. They're able to pick it up. The clock keeps ticking, and this offense, they're thinking touchdown.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Panthers!
Number 7.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Selden. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry up. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll try to do it himself. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown Seminoles. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. To the air, it's Van Buren. He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within 1 possession. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside, it's Hatcher. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at Central Michigan taking on the Sacramento State Hornets. And it's the Chippewas coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The run inside. It's Hayden. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Slings it. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them.
Set to kick this one away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's dragged down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and
pulls it in on the right. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got some room, it was over. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Intercepted for the 11th time. Smashes through the tackle and runs through another one. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Hayes.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the 1st to keep the drive going.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll line up for a second down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Sullivan. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Snags it and he's open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
This is a designed run. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking for room. It's Hayden. Powers through the defender. Ball is free. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Tipton. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Gain of 29 on the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Panthers are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
To the air, it's Nolan. The quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late. Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Selden. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. The sure hands. It's Selden. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this, oh no, the ball popped out. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play.
And you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for it all. Got it. Touchdown Seminoles. They've got the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. That's caught. It's Hayes. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stopped. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Looking long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football, and he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Flips it out in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
Just keep slinging it. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.